All right, here with Ryan Bader, former Sun Devil wrestler, turned fighter in different avenues. When you were wrestling at ASU, was that the path you always knew you wanted to go down, or did those opportunities just surface themselves?
Yeah, so wrestling, I was a pretty good football player. I was a Nevada Defensive Player of the Year, and I came off that football high of winning state and everything. I'm like, I want to play football. But I was a 190-pound middle linebacker, wasn't overly fast, had some interest from some schools, but by wrestling, I went to one last tournament, did really well, got pretty heavily recruited. I went to Oregon. I came to ASU and went on the campus, went down Palm Walk and met the wrestlers. I met the coaches, and I knew right away I was going to be here. And came here to wrestle, and I never left.
So after that, what was life like after ASU? Like, what did ASU teach you that helped you out in the ring?
Yeah, I mean, the wrestling program, we came in and we had a new coach, Tom Ortiz, his first year, and we were the swim team, the track team, the wrestling team. I mean, worked our butts off. We'd be running stadiums, and the track team was like, we're throwing up on the bleachers, and they're like, what is going on, And so that instilled like that hard work that, you got to put in that work to get that result. And wrestling in general gives you that. Whatever you want to do in life, in business, and what we did is, I graduated and I was done being an athlete, and I missed it. So 2 months in, I started training, and I was like, I might try one fight, and then 43 fights later, I'm still here. But it all comes from that wrestling, at ASU, that hard work, that grinding in the room to get a result.
And with ASU wrestling, too, for some reason, there's a formula that leads to the big screen. We just had Anthony Robles with his movie. You're going to be in a movie this year. I mean, did you ever imagine that?
No, and it was very random. Benny Safdie, he did Uncut Gems, and he texted me. He didn't preface it who he was or anything. I blew him off for 3 weeks and finally connected, and I did a little audition on Zoom, and he's like, I'll see you in Vancouver in 3 weeks. So fast forward a couple of months, I'm, the Rock's laying there. I'm hyping him up on the movie screen to get him back, because it's a true story called The Smash Machine coming out in September. And it was totally out of my realm, but once I got comfortable, I had a great time.
And what was it like working with people like The Rock, Emily Blunt's in the movie, the crew? Like, what was that like for you?
I've always been good at kind of just, hey, they're just regular people. And I kind of had that mentality going in, and they were so accommodated. They were so cool to me and showing me the ropes at the beginning. And after my first scene, I felt supremely confident and comfortable. And then from there on out, it was an amazing experience. I wasn't hyperventilating and everything when you have 80 people, camera crews, filming you. So it was a cool experience. And then the movie, it's a true story. And so it's a pretty strong message that's coming out of that movie.
Last thing, so you can go out there and play softball. What do you want to tell Sun Devil fans about what you're seeing with the athletic department, seeing all these guys coming back, seeing what Graham's doing, Kenny with football, all these programs?
Yeah.
What do you want to tell them?
Yeah, keep supporting. I mean, we've seen what the football program just did this last year, and man, it was fun. It was fun to be a fan, and hopefully that momentum keeps going, and all the athletic, different departments of wrestling, baseball, everything. And ASU's always been, they show up and give the support. And, on the wrestling side, I've seen it grow tremendously from 100 people to, thousands of people coming on duels, So you just got to keep that up and that interest and that passion, really.